Hi Scorpio, welcome back. So this is your mid-March check-in and let's get started. So Scorpio, the energy that I was feeling when I was pre-shuffling was that of Gemini energy. So some of you could be dealing with that. You could have that somewhere in your birth chart, or it could just be the energy that's influencing you during this time frame. So it's a very communicative energy, and you actually got this card when I did your weekly readings last week. So check that out if you haven't. But it's talking about being curious, you know, being more communicative, okay? Being a little bit more flexible, kind of seeking variety, especially like in your social circle, right? So I think that Scorpios tend to be like very loyal with their bubble, like who they keep in their bubble. But I feel like during this time frame, you may be seeking out like new energy or new people, or you may be attracting that to you. It's a very connected energy, okay? It's also highlighting like street smarts, being more mobile, being more perceptive as well, okay? Scorpio, there's a caution here about not letting yourself get too restless during this time frame though, because I do feel like if you've been lacking energy, you may spike, your energy may spike at times during like end of March, early April. So just watch that you don't let it become like restlessness, anxiety, fidgety, things like that, right? And for the moon energy, what you have here is have faith in your dreams and luck is on your side, okay? That's fantastic. So have faith in yourself, Scorpio, have faith in your dreams. For some of you, the art of communication or speech or writing may have something to do with like what you're called to do, whether that be, like I said, any of the things I named, teaching, stuff like that. You may be really drawn to that area during this time frame, and or you may be wanting to like strengthen your skills there, or you're being encouraged to, if nothing else, okay? So have faith in that. Have faith in yourself. Really nice energy for you to get started. So for those of you who are new to me, my mid-months, I'll focus the energy 100% on you, Scorpio, what you can expect for the next 2 to 4 weeks. But keep in mind that time is but an illusion, right? So for some of you, this will be present, some of you past, some of you future. But I set the intention for 2 to 4 weeks, okay? And then for those of you who are interested, I'll pull cards on the person or people you may be dealing with during this time frame, okay, when I'm done with you. So let's get some cards out for my Scorpios and see what you can expect. Okay, so Scorpio, you have the Knight of Swords here, which is exactly what I was talking about. It is like more of a communicative nature. You might really feel the urge to like lose your filter during this time period or something. I don't know. There's a lot of communication or like a lot of messages coming in, whether that's from like other people, emails, you know, intuitively for some of you. A lot of like information gathering, I feel, okay? I feel like the energy, especially in the recent past, was more about like, should I not? You know, you might have been stagnating your own energy as far as whether or not to communicate for some of you, okay? I think ultimately, Scorpio, you may have decided to kind of leave that situation alone, whatever it is that you were going back and forth about, at least for the time being, okay, coming into this time period. You know, or there's just like the sense of like, should I, shouldn't I? But the very like act of being stuck in like the should I, shouldn't I kept you stuck. You know what I'm saying? So some of you may have made the choice or will be making the choice to just kind of like let it drop, or like drop it for now, you know, because you want movement forward and stability. And there's definitely a focus on that during this time frame, okay? With the Four of Wands here, you may be very focused on your home, your family, your relationships during this time period, wanting it to be peaceful, you know, wanting things to be stable there, okay? This is like giving me like nature vibes. Some of you may want to reconnect with nature. It is getting warmer out. you know, something to do with that. Yeah. And then you have the Magician. Okay. The King of Wands, interesting. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles, the Star. Okay, so the King of Wands came out in the reverse. So I feel like Scorpio, watch your anger during this time period, right? Because like I said earlier, some of you may want to let the filter go. And it could be coming from like a moody place or an egotistical place, prideful. It could just be passion. I mean, whatever the underlying emotion is, I don't feel it's like of your highest good. So watch that, you know, like don't like impulsively say something that you're going to regret during this time period, because that may be a possibility. And or you could be dealing with someone like that, especially a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or Gemini. You know, they just may really push your damn buttons during this time period, or like something about the way that they communicate you feel is somewhat manipulative or something, or I don't know. It's so weird because the energy is so good, and then there's like this one thing, you know, that really might throw you off during this time period. And it doesn't have to be any of those zodiac signs. This could just be like a really temperamental person you may come into contact with during this time frame. For some of you, this person could live with you, or like you have a home, or they're part of your family or something, and they have that ability to like really take it there, you know. And this is saying walk away, you know. Don't like give that energy in a negative way. Okay. Fuel it into passions, healthy passions. All right. Because it may, like that energy may get in your way of being able to pull together or manifest what you want to manifest. Okay. So I do feel it as a blockage. Now, if it's not someone you're dealing with, then it's your energy. So then it would be saying like, don't get temperamental, impatient, and block your own progress here of getting more stable, because it's a possibility you could get in your own way. All right. But for the most part, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Star here. So this is really light energy. It is, some of you might be light workers, or you might be around light workers or interested in that. But there's definitely new energy coming through. There's definitely healing going on, because I kept getting the message about like needing to get like outside more, or like in nature, or things that make your body move. Because there is a lot of healing energy, right? And there's definitely a new opportunity to be grabbed during April, Scorpio. But, whoa, I just got like 4 cards out. But, oh my gosh, don't get in your own way. Don't let trust issues get in your own way. Don't let yourself block you from, you know, this awesome opportunity here, okay? That's being presented to you, or is in the energy for you to grab, right? So I feel like, you know, there's changes happening here, both internally and externally. Some of you, you know, some of you don't want to fight anymore. You know, like especially like if you're one of the people who has this like temperamental person in your energy, like you kind of just want to give up on that, or like walk away from it, you know, because what you want, Scorpio, I feel, is like the whole package, right? You want the 10 of Pentacles. You want to be comfortable. You want to have more than enough. You want to heal yourself, the relationships around you. And so I think what you're learning during this time frame is like, oh God, I have a song in my head. You need to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I had an old teacher that used to sing that to start class every day. Rest his soul. you need to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, you know? So I think you're learning, you know, what to walk away from during this time frame. It'll become really obvious what you need to walk away from, because there's like two very different sides of you being highlighted. There's this like peaceful side of you that, you know, has the ability to cultivate, to manifest. And some of you are getting a job opportunity or maybe some money coming in that's going to allow you to do that. But for others of you, it's just like you're really honing into that energy, you know, learning new things or applying yourself, healing yourself. And then there's this other side that's, you know, it's either this other side of you or a person that's temperamental, moody, like blocks your energy, doesn't trust, you know, doesn't know when to stop. Like that. Yeah. So something to be aware of. So like I said, yeah, you have another opportunity coming here. For a lot of you, I see it like within either commitments or money, career, health. But it could be love, you know. But there's still like, I don't know. There's like a skeptical energy here, whether that's you or the person you're dealing with. So actually, let me go into the person you're dealing with. So if this is love, more than likely this will clear this up for you. But the person you could be dealing with doesn't have to be like intimate love. It can be platonic, family, friends, whatever. So let's see what their energy is in comparison to yours. Let's see where we go with that. So, person Scorpio is dealing with. Let's see, shall we? Don't mind me. I'm like kind of, it's hot in here. Sweating a little bit. Okay, Ace of Swords. Okay. So, Five of Wands. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should take all of those. I saw the Two of Pentacles, but I'm not going to take it. So yeah, I feel like similar energy to yours, Scorpio. Like this person may have been very conflicted about whether to communicate or move forward. So you both may have been thinking the same thing. And they've also decided to move forward or drop it. You know what I'm saying? For others of you, I think this person is just in the right fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person in the past energy may have really wanted to be right. And it resulted in conflict. Not necessarily happiness, but conflict. Or there could have been conflict surrounding, like, this person. But I feel like they have moved on from that way of being, way of thinking. They may have emotionally distanced themselves from you or from that situation because they didn't want that conflict anymore. So I think like for you, you didn't want to be stuck in a rock and a hard place anymore. For this person, they didn't want like drama, or they don't like, they're conflict averse. Okay. Or something to do with that. Like they want to avoid that. All right. So, I didn't mean to get this many cards out, and I'm going to put them back. But they, you know, I think that this person saw what they needed to see or came to some conclusion here. They may have let their demons win over them in the past energy, and I think that they've acknowledged that, but they're also moving forward and, you know, thinking about their future. Okay, so I think things might have changed abruptly in this situation in the past energy. Okay, whether that was on your part or their part, because the Tower was out as well. Oh my gosh, I got the same cards out. Put them back, I got them back. All right, so Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. This person is really closed off in their energy, okay? I feel like they want to establish their own independence, okay? And they don't want, like, strings attached necessarily, or, like, they don't want, like, anything to stand in their way. You know what I'm saying? So they may block their energy from people, places, or you, they, because this can be vice versa that does that to them. Okay, this person also could be hiding the truth. Yeah. The Moon. There's secrets here. Okay, so Scorpio, there's secrets involved into the situation here. And I feel like this person feels that they cannot trust, or you do, or you both. This is likely the person who is causing blockages over here, but doesn't have to be. I just feel like there's a lot of suppressed emotions here. There could have been conflict in the past, like I said, like an emotional distancing, or things changed within the emotions of the dynamic, okay, where maybe, I don't know, like, like emotionally, the way that this person felt, or the way that the relationship work has changed, you know, because of, like, unresolved conflicts. Because I think that there's a history within this dynamic where, as opposed to, like, resolving things or talking things out, instead one or both parties would just, like, leave it, you know, ghost the situation, or ignore the situation, or just totally emotionally distance. And because nothing is ever, like, truly resolved, it creates, like, tension, it creates distance, it creates trust issues, because that's what happens when we don't, you know, like, resolve things, right? And it changes the dynamic of the relationship, right? So it damages the strength of any connection, whether this is an intimate person or, like, a friend or a family member, you know, because there's a lot of unexpressed emotions. And I see that here with the King and Queen of Cups, you know, and their energy. So I also think that this person feels two ways about it, or about you. I think in one respect, they have love, they have empathy, they have a genuine emotion, okay, Scorpio. And then there's another part of them that's, like, highly, highly, highly resentful of you, angry with you, to some, if not angry, hurt, but hurt that is unexpressed over time turns into resentment. Should I say that again? Maybe rewind it. That's what's occurred here. I feel it on this person's part, but it could also be something that you're in the habit of doing. And then you may not understand, like, your part in it, but to some degree, this could be a mirroring effect where you also don't really let hurt feelings go. Not that you know, I guess you process it differently than this person, but at the same time, it still results in some sort of, like, a dwelling emotion, or could be resentment for some of you, for sure. But take it as it resonates. It could just be this person. But I just feel it's mutual because you have the King and the Queen here. I think this person's looking to their future. You know, they're turning their back on their emotions altogether. You know, because I sensed that too, that the Nine of Pentacles is someone who wants to be free to do whatever they want to do. And so this person is, like, switching their energy to look more towards the future. So I do want to know, like, what is the Three of Wands? And then we'll wrap it there. That's the Three of Wands. And then I want to clarify the Star card. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. The Five of Cups. So, Scorpio, yeah, the Devil, the Seven of Wands. This person cannot forget. Like, for some, they cannot forgive past hurts. They may dwell on the negative of this dynamic or you or themselves a lot. Obsessively. To the point that it keeps them closed off and guarded. They may not even be consciously aware that they're doing this to you. You know? Because I didn't see that coming. You know? And usually as a reader, I could see where the situation is going. So I feel like this person has turned their back because they can't let the negative emotion go. They can't let it go, okay? So if you have walked away from past hurts, whatever, what have you, in the past, this person has walked away from you, but they have not forgotten, like, what the pain that occurred, or vice versa. It could be interchangeable. It could be that you can't let go of that, and that's why they turn their back, you know, because they don't want to deal with it. Because again, here comes the overlying theme here, regardless, is it was unresolved. And so unresolved energy lingers and lingers and lingers and lingers, and it'll keep nudging and nudging and nudging and nudging because the universe wants you to, you know, either resolve it or release it. Period. So, yeah. Yeah, like this person could be very touchy during this time frame as well. Just like, you know, temperamental. Like I said, for some of you, it was the person I saw over here, which I saw as a fire sign, but it can be any zodiac sign. I have a lot of zodiac signs out. So, they could be temperamental because they're focused on, they may let their emotions go more to the negative of what they don't have versus what they have. And there may be some resentment here, whether on your part or their part, you know, that needs to be talked about. Okay, so let's not forget the overall energy was communicate, have faith, luck is on your side, and nobody's talking here. So I want to know what the star is for you, Scorpio, because I really don't see you in this energy of wanting to fight for it anymore or wanting to battle anymore or like, yeah, the Queen of Cups. Emotionally, you're healing, okay? Some of you might be emotionally connecting with someone from your past during this time frame, and that relationship brings you a lot of healing, okay? It could be water sign or Aquarius, but it could be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading. Like some of you may have another dynamic in your life that is going through a healing stage. For others of you, it may not have anything to do with the person. It could just be coping with your emotions, healing things from the past, letting bygones be bygones, you know, and entering a new phase. Sorry, hold on. Daisy. Dog life. So, yes, Scorpio, that's your reading. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Like I said, I saw fire pretty heavy, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I also have Aquarius here, Scorpio here, Pisces, Capricorn, Daisy, Gemini. Could be Cancer. Yeah. So those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading. Take it as it resonates. But I'm wishing you the very best either way. If you click on the little arrow beneath my video, it'll open up my description box. You can click on my other YouTube. I don't do tarot on my other YouTube. It's just a blog page, and I just talk about random crap. But if you want to watch it, you can watch it there. And then I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram you can follow me on, as well as my merchandise, also linked down below, so check it out. In addition to being able to subscribe for free, and please do, you can now become a private member for a nominal monthly fee. So if you click on the blue join button, you can get additional behind the scenes videos you can't get anywhere else. So check it out. I'm wishing you the very best, Scorpio. Till next time, namaste. Bye.